Hello, giving a welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbau. Now, Ashraf Hakimi made my colleague George Addo Jr. watch the game for Joy Sports at Education City in Doha, and he came through with his report.
The many trips made by Moroccan fans from Rabat, Casablanca, Marrakesh into Qatar, Doha has made a lot of sense because tonight they witnessed history right before their very own eyes here at the Education City Stadium. Morocco are through to the quarterfinals for a first time in the history, and what a run this has been because they topped their group that had great countries like Belgium and made it into the round of 16 for the first time since 1986. Tonight they managed to knock out Spain, the 2010 champions, and in fantastic fashion. It was a very, very closely matched game between the two sides. They were inseparable after 90 minutes. The extra 30 minutes really didn't even help us to get a winner, so we headed into the dreaded penalty shootouts. It looked very much like Spain were not prepared this time, but the Moroccans had come in and so prepared. 4 of the penalty kicks, 3 of them went into the back of the nets, and wonderful kicks by the likes of Sabri, Hakim Ziyech and Ashraf Hakimi. Spain were that poor, they were not able to put a ball behind goalkeeper Yassine Bounou. In the end, Morocco won by 3-0 on penalties and are through to the quarterfinals. It's been a fantastic game, and Africa's dream is certainly alive. Can they make it to the semi-final? It's a question we'll all be waiting and be counting and hoping that they can do. George Addo Jr. reporting from the Education City Stadium, where Morocco have just beaten Spain and made it to the quarterfinals.
Very, very, very happy today. It's a history of this day is in history of Morocco. Really crazy day for us. Really, really.
How far did you travel? Where did you travel from? Casablanca, Marrakesh?
I'm born in France. I'm from Paris, so origin from Morocco.
Excellent.
I take the flight to go from Paris to see the World Cup. To my country.
Your country?
Yeah.
Hello. How excited are you?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good. That's right.
Yeah, it's very good.
That's right. How excited are you?
We are very happy about this winning. We will hope, inshallah, to final.
How difficult was it to watch the game, the penalties? How difficult?
It's too much difficult.
Always difficult?
Yeah.
Where can you get to? Quarterfinal, semi-final?
We can, inshallah, final.
Final?
Final.
all right. Hello. Morocco.
Oh, of course.
Morocco, take the microphone.
Yes.
Talk to me, how excited is it?
Very, very excited.
Guys, are you going to sing some song? Are you going to sing something? Sing something.
مبروك علينا هذه البداية مازال حزان مبروك علينا هذه البداية مازال
Do you expect Morocco to end up in the tournament?
Final! World Cup! Yes!
We will! Yes! Messi! Final versus Messi!
And we will win! We win against Messi, yeah!
It's coming home! It's coming home!
It's coming from Boscomeno!
And I think we would be semi-final with Portuguese or Swiss. It's very easy.
So are you going to win it? Are you going to win the World Cup?
Yeah. Morocco will بإذن الله. Thank you.
How exciting was it?
It's a historical day. I can't believe it. I can't believe that happened now. I believe in Maghreb. I believe in Morocco in the first tournament. And this day is a historical day in all Arab countries. We support Morocco, even with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
We support Morocco. Saudi Arabia.
I'm from Ghana.
I think Morocco will. I think Morocco will go far. I think.
We need to support.
I think Morocco will go far and beat Portugal and Swiss in semi-final also. I believe in that. I believe. Thank you.
España, ciao! España, ciao! España, ciao! España, ciao! España, ciao! España, ciao! España, ciao!
Well, the streets of Marrakesh in Morocco were no different because it was electrifying following the round of 16 win over Spain.
an experience.
Well, Morocco became the fourth African nation to make it to the quarterfinals, following Ghana's qualification in 2010. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back. We have more here for you. Germany's exit from the World Cup. Quite a number of players in the German Bundesliga have been turning up for their respective countries. And my colleague Chris Harrington of our partner station DWTV has been providing some updates on that.
Look at the Netherlands, who got past on my countrymen, the United States, Matthias de Ligt. And then France. You know, France has Upamecano, who's been getting the lion's share of playing time in terms of Bundesliga representation in that country. There are 4 players actually, you know, on the France national team looking to defend their title, but Upamecano has been solid. England's standout has been Jude Bellingham. He's provided assists. He's getting all the praises from his teammates. Croatia's Andre Kramaric. You know, for Hoffenheim, he netted a brace. He's been electric, you know, for his side. And then, you know, speaking of Germany's exit, they were defeated by Japan. And known as a Japanese Messi, Freiburg's Ritsu Doan has been superb in the World Cup. He's been electric. You know, they're still in the competition, clicking, moving forward. So the Bundesliga has its fair share. You know, it is a competitive league. You know, and I do still think there's a good chance Bayern Munich might actually have the winner in their locker room. But the Bundesliga, it's good to see. You know, obviously, when you consider the ejection of Germany represent the lion's share of Bundesliga players, without question, it's good to see the league represented with the countries I've mentioned.
Well, Chris, following Germany's exit, of course, there's been, from what we've picked up, there's been lots of talk in Germany about the team's performance. Some of the players have been speaking about the team's poor showing. You know, second time they exited from the group stages in 2018 and 2022. Not exactly a very good performance, but what is the latest from their fallout?
Well, a couple of players are expected to announce their retirement from the international pitch. That's Thomas Müller and Ilkay Gundogan. You know, Thomas Müller, after the match, you know, he did give some words to the fans. He said, "It was a tremendous pleasure. Thank you very much. I always try to show my heart on the pitch. Sometimes there were tears of joy, sometimes pain. I did it with love. I need to think about everything else now." I pretty much think that means he's considering his retirement. We have to remember he was a recall in some respects. You know, along with this one class, he, along with Jerome Boateng and Mats Hummels, who remain home, instead of going to Qatar, they were left off the roster a while back, and then Thomas Müller was recalled. There were hopes that he could inject some sort of leadership, but that obviously didn't work out. In terms of the younger players, they've also spoken out. Joshua Kimmich, you know, he's a mainstay, the Iron Horse, you know, not only on Bayern Munich, but also on the German national team. He called it the worst day of his career, talking about getting ejected. He said it's not easy to cope, you know, because prior to him being part of the German national team, they were good to reach the semifinals of major tournaments. You know, they looked set and destined for brighter and bigger things in the future. They were coming off a World Cup success in 2014. And then to have a player in his prime like Joshua Kimmich talk about being associated with failure is not something he wants to stand for, you know, and he's worried about falling into limbo. And he thinks a lot of it has to do with the chances his team didn't take, and he didn't think that talent was there. You know, and speaking of talent, Jamal Musiala is a youngster I thought would shine brightly. He talked about he couldn't even buy a goal. He didn't know what was wrong with his shooting. You know, so you combine that with no clean sheets at the tournament. You know, it was destined that they'd be ejected. Obviously, you know, they're doing further investigation, and they're going to reconsider some leadership right now. It looks like Hansi Flick is secure, but we don't know how long that will last.
Well, Chris, I mean, what else really caught your radar, you know, particularly following Germany's exit?
Yeah, you know, Senegal was ejected by England. I actually had Senegal upsetting England in that fixture. I knew it was a tall order, but I did pick them anyway. Sadio Mane, of course, their standout player who was left out of Qatar. He chimed in with an emotional support on social media, just talking about how, you know, he really is proud of the team, proud of what they've accomplished, and you know, just to load the batteries and be back for bigger and greater things. So I'm expecting the same. It's a shame, you know, that Senegal didn't have their star, but at least Morocco is still alive in terms of African representation. We have to see what they have in store for Croatia.